A failed thief finds himself locked in a smart home with no escape. Holy shit. The film opens with a panoramic view of downtown, full of skyscrapers. The camera then moves to a penthouse at the top of one of the high-rises. Inside, everything is clean and tidy, as if no one lives there. Meanwhile, the whir of helicopter blades echoes over the city, and radio chatter erupts. When the countdown ends, the protagonist, a burglar named Nemo, landed on the roof. He cuts the security mesh, enters, and disables the security system via a terminal. Now he has only 7 minutes to clear the apartment of luxury items and art. He sets to work enthusiastically, but a hitch occurs. Nemo doesn't find a self-portrait by Egon Schiele, a little-known Austrian artist. After consulting with his accomplice over the radio, he goes to the room with the video installations, but the masterpiece is gone there too. Deciding that a stolen bird in the hand is worth 2 in the safe, Nemo prepares to leave. But due to a glitch in the security system or an incorrectly entered code, the alarm is activated, cutting off the exit. The accomplice washes his hands of the situation, lest he be caught along with the gang. In a panic, the thief, accompanied by a siren, tries to break down the glass door, but it's as strong as Bruce Willis's nuts. An attempt to hack the terminal also proves futile. An irritated Nemo methodically destroys the flickering lamps, covers his ears, and searches for speakers to stop the auditory torture. After a while, he manages to get rid of the siren, but the question, "Where are the police?" still hangs in the air. Wandering through the spacious apartment, he takes in the opulent furnishings and stumbles upon a reinforced door. He begins picking at the lock with a knife he strayed from his pocket, slowly and sadly, but the process is underway. Meanwhile, the smart home turns on the heating. After trying to quench his thirst, he discovers that the tap water only drips a few drops and runs dry. The refrigerator contains moldy cookies, vodka, and black caviar. The voice of the virtual assistant reminds him that supplies are running low. Tired of pounding on the door, Nemo rests on the couch and tries to contact a colleague on the walkie-talkie, but to no avail. Then he drinks vodka, snacks on moldy cookies, and dejectedly watches the faulty TV connected to the CCTV system. He sees a security guard on one of the screens. He spends the night in the master bedroom. In the morning, he's awakened by the roar of a helicopter. Hoping it's coming for him, he runs to the glass door and sees a pigeon trapped on the mesh-covered terrace. In the greenhouse, Nemo washes himself with water from the ornamental pond and tries again to call his accomplice. The phone isn't working, and the computer is offline. Meanwhile, the apartment's owner has gone on a business trip to Kazakhstan to build a tower. The confinement turns into a routine: trips to the toilet, moldy oranges, fruitless attempts to break the glass. Nemo notices a skylight in the ceiling. He decides to build a tower out of furniture to reach it, but the structure is shaky. In the greenhouse, he finds a garden hose, but it, like the rest of the system, is not running. He has to quench his thirst with ice from the refrigerator. Building new floors of the tower, he gradually approaches the window, but it's still a few steps away. The camera feed suddenly turns on in the house. Nemo sees the maid Jasmine eating lunch on the stairs. He makes noise, but she's wearing headphones and doesn't hear. The food is running low. Trying to open a can with a knife ends up cutting his hand. Seeking a cool spot, Nemo climbs into the refrigerator, where the Macarena automatically turns on, a reminder that the door has been open too long. A pigeon on the terrace is still searching in vain for a way out of the wire mesh.
The next day, Nemo breaks into the freezer, finding meat and canned dog food. At that moment, the sprinkler in the greenhouse suddenly turns on. Nemo rushes to the water and drinks until he's exhausted, taking a long-awaited shower. Having reinforced the tower again, he reaches the window in the ceiling, but the glass proves as strong as the walls. Soon the heat returns. The air conditioning switches to heating mode. The days pass with monotonous work, fiddling with window hinges, watching people through cameras, talking to a pigeon on the other side of the glass. Out of boredom, Nemo draws on the walls with charcoal, adds horns to portraits, and even builds an altar from loosened screws. In the closet, he finds a secret compartment containing a self-portrait by Sheila and a rubber doll of the apartment owner holding a copy of William Blake's The Marriage of Heaven and Hell. Meanwhile, the pigeon dies in its wire cage. One day, Nemo falls asleep and dreams. He's at an exhibition organized by the apartment owner. A guest greets him like an old friend.